It all started when someone took some old roller skate wheels and nailed them.
By all standards, this is the fastest race boat in the world. And when you put the fastest race boat in the world on the fastest race course in the world, incredible things can happen. And they have. The Unlimiteds are next. Columbia Crest Winery presents the 1987 Unlimited Hydroplane Series. Today from Tri Cities, Washington, the Budweiser Columbia Cup. Brought to you by Ford. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Household Finance Corporation, America's #1 financial services company. And by U-Haul International. Rent it all at U-Haul Centers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tri Cities, Washington. I'm here with Jim Kropfeld, the driver of the Miss Budweiser, which set a world record during qualifying this week at better than 155 miles per hour. And Jim, this boat has gained quite a reputation as picking up most of that speed in the turns rather than the straightaways.
Well, we talked about it last year, and this is what we really wanted. We wanted a boat that would turn quick, accelerate quick, and not go too fast on top end. Anything over 165 to me is getting a little more dangerous than I like to do. So we try to keep the top end down but go quick in the turns.
This course, as we said at the beginning of the show, has the reputation as being the fastest course in the world. Chip Hanauer went 153 here 2 years ago, and now Jim goes 155. Any special butterflies or feelings or concerns when you come onto this course?
Well, you know, the Budweiser hasn't won here in 9 years, and I've never won here, so I guess I get a little anxiety. Pains going here, but it's a fast course, and the faster we have to go, the more unsafe it becomes, and the more alert the driver has to be, the more cognizant of all the water effects and air effects and the other boats around him. And it's a hard course to drive, even though it's a good smooth course.
Okay. Well, the man who won 2 weeks ago back in Detroit is with Jim Hendrick right now. Let's get some words from him. Jim?
Okay, Don, the man who did win in Detroit a couple of weeks ago, how hard would it be to repeat with this field?
Well, it was hard in Detroit, and it's going to be hard here, Jim, but the Pringles is improving, as you know, every week. We've run some 25 laps here, all over 130 mile an hour, and I feel real confident that a couple breaks go our way, and I do a skookum job of driving the Mr. Pringles. We might get another win.
Speaking of skookum jobs, you really held off to Miller. I noticed you went outside, you went inside, you were just playing games out there in Detroit.
Well, you know, Chip's won a lot of races. He has a lot of experience, and he's an excellent driver, but I feel that I can run with him, and I just wanted to show him what the back end of a boat looks like. It's probably been a couple of years since he's seen that, so we plan on giving him a little more.
Okay, Scotty, thank you very much. We're about set to go for action out here for the Heat 1A. The schedule, here's Don.
Jim, this is by far the biggest field we've had in 1987. We have a total of 11 boats. Here's a look at Heat 1A. First of all, out of Seattle, just over the mountains, Jerry Hopp in the Miss Jackpot Food Mart. Secondly, Pepsi America's Choice and Mitch Evans from Lake Chelan, Washington. Jack Berry making his debut as an unlimited driver in the Miss Rock KISW. Ron Snyder coming out from Ohio, racing the Polson Miss Madison, qualifying at just under 120. George Woods, likewise, a new driver, coming up to the Unlimiteds, driving the Oboy Oberto. And finally, the man who set a world record, Jim Kropfeld, and the Miss Budweiser. So that means we've got 5 boats in Heat 1B. And Jim, you got the lineup?
Well, checking the starting board for 1B, it's true, Don. There are 5 boats in this coming heat of 1B. 2 of the boats are the turbines. Jack Schaefer will drive the U-17 Tempest. Miller Irvin coming back to action for the first time this year, driving Frank Kenny Toyota Mazda Volvo. Todd Yarlett and Pietro's Pizza, his sponsor for this event. Scott Pierce and Mr. Pringles, the winner of the Detroit race. And rounding out the field, Chip Hanauer in the Miller American. And that's the way they line up for Heat 1B. And Don, I agree with you. This is the fastest race course in the world. Just look at the speeds. I'm anxious to see this one. Let's go to work.
And this Columbia River course is ready for Heat 1A for the Budweiser Columbia Cup 1987.